welcome. Today we're going to talk about plantar fasciitis. Okay, I'm going to preface this. This is going to happen because we need a ball. This is not instead of seeing a medical professional. If you are in a lot of pain, please, 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 please go and seek professional medical advice. This is for rehab or for prehab, my runners, my long distance walkers, people who are alive and using their feet. This is for you. Do this and you won't get plantar fasciitis and you will skip the pain and hideousness that is this horrible affliction. Okay, so for today's session, you will need a ball, which is why Flynn is staring at me like I am the only thing in the world. I don't exist when there's a ball. A yoga block or a stair and a towel. Let's get straight into it. Right. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to warm up your ankles. So we're just going to do some circles. Circles one way, circles the other way. Do both sides. I am going to say do both sides. Even if you've got pain in your right foot, for example, do the left side as well. It will help you. And also we're going to do some stuff that's going to build up the muscles in the calf, make them stronger. So we need to do both so we're not then going to get the same problem in the other side. So once we have warmed up through the calf muscle into the ankle, I want you to take your foot, because I am a gymnast, aspiring, I am going to stand in this way because this is how I always do it. You're going to point your toe down to the floor as hard as you can, and now you're going to flex your foot up towards the sky as hard as you can. So pull your toes really hard into, like, imagine you're trying to kick yourself in the face. Now I want you to squeeze your foot as hard as you can. Squeeze it, squeeze it, squeeze it, squeeze it, squeeze it, and then release. Take more circles. I'm going to do the other side. So we're going to point. So good toes for my ex-ballet dancers or current ballet dancers. Then naughty toes. Toes point towards the sky. When you think you've got to end range, make it be a little bit more. Now squeeze your foot. Squeeze it, squeeze it, squeeze it, squeeze it, squeeze it. Squeeze it a bit more. Squeeze it a bit more. Now let it go. You're going to take your ball. This will go one of two ways. You're going to put it on the mat and you're very gently, to start with, just going to roll your foot just over the ball. Just everywhere. Just very gently. Like I'm not putting any pressure really in at all. But you will feel like you're getting a really light foot massage. You don't want it to be too much at this point. All we're trying to do is release. So your foot, in fact the whole body, you've got skin, you've got what's called fascia, then you've got muscle. What happens is your fascia gets stuck, it can't move, and then you get all sorts of pain. So what we're trying to do here is make the fascia glide along the muscle and the skin so that it stops being stuck. Right, okay, once you've done that with both feet, and yes, you want to do it for that long. You can do this anytime. Like sometimes I'll do this, again, for prehab. I'll sit down doing my work and I'll be rolling my feet under my desk. It's fine, no problem. It's very nice, actually. Right, then what you're going to do is you're going to place the ball under the base of your big toe. So where your big toe, sort of, the meaty part, if you imagine this is my foot, this is the base of your toes, you're going to put it here. So put it there, and then I want you to squeeze your toe as hard as you can towards the ball. Let that go, and then I want you to flex your toe up towards the sky and press gently into, so put your weight into this front foot. We're going to do that again. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. and then press your weight into it just a little bit more. You'll feel like if you want to move the ball a little bit because you can feel something else that wants some attention, do that. One more. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. And then press that weight into the ball. This time we're going to put as much weight as we can tolerate. Remember that I just said the word tolerate. This wants to be mildly uncomfortable, but if this is a searing pain, we're coming back out. So you're only going to take it to a point just before it starts to hurt. It wants to feel uncomfortable, but not painful. That goes for everything. Right, switch feet. Then put that ball underneath the base of your big toe, where you're here, that bit there. Squeeze it, squeeze it, squeeze it, squeeze it, squeeze it. Then let it go. Put a little bit of weight into it. Again, think about how much you can tolerate. This wants to be light. We're warming up. This is warming up into getting a bit more pressure through it. Let it go. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. And I'm not putting pressure into my heel at this point. My heel's very light on the ground. Look, Flenny staring at me. You're so beautiful. I love you. And now press that foot, weight forward. Good. You're so beauty. Come back. Squeeze those toes. Squeeze it, squeeze it, squeeze it. If at any point you get cramp, that's normal. Don't worry about it. Just come out, stretch your foot, come back into it. And then we're going to do our last one, where we put as much weight as you can tolerate into that front foot. Again, I'm not putting pressure into my heel. So my heel's light here. I can't lift it up because the ball makes me want to fall over, but I'm not pressing weight into my heel because that's probably going to hurt. Okay, once we've done that, we will reward Flinessence with his ball. He doesn't want it. You don't want it? No? Go on, you can have it. Go find it. He'll be back with it in a second. Right, you're going to come to your step or your yoga block, and we're going to stretch out the calf. So I want you to put your toes onto the edge of your step or book or block. You want to have room, then you can drop your heel all the way down. So we're just going to warm into this. I want you to come high onto your toes, take your knee as far forward as you can. So we're getting a nice big toe stretch. And then we're going to drive the heel down, lift the back heel up. So you feel a stretch through the calf. Weight going forward. Again, as much as you can tolerate. This wants to be uncomfortable through your calf. It wants to feel like it's lengthening, but it doesn't want to be pain. If you're getting stabbing, pinching and poking, ease off. That's not okay. As I tell my live classes, if anyone's pinching and poking you, including your neighbour, not allowed. Especially if you're doing it to yourself. Bring this knee back in. Drive it forward. Forward, 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 forward. And then come back. Put that weight through your back heel. So again, one thing. I said heel then. I'm actually not putting my weight into my heel. I'm putting my weight into my toes. Let that stretch. You can do that as many times as you'd like. We're then going to switch sides. So again, weight forward. As far forward as you can tolerate. This should be a really intense stretch through your big toe and into the base of your foot. Then we're going to come back. Make that back leg nice and light. Weight goes forward and feel that stretch through your calf. You might feel it into the hamstring as well. That's okay. That's normal. We don't mind that. Also, point to note, if you're here and you get kind of electric shock sensations in your leg, that's okay. Don't worry about that. That's just nerves. And when you roll out your foot, if you roll out your foot sufficiently, you shouldn't get that electric shock sensation. But if you do, don't worry about it. It's not going to hurt you. Okay, back to stretching those toes. Stretch them out, stretch them out, stretch them out. Bit further forward if you can. Then coming back into that calf stretch. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Hold it, hold it. And let it go. Okay. We're going to bring our towel into play now. You're going to roll it, maybe 2 rolls. So I've got probably an inch of elevation from the rollingness. I don't know what the word is, doesn't matter. So that you have something like just underneath your big toe. And we're going to do the same thing. So you're going to send your weight forward as much as you can. And then we're going to send the heel down. But I want you to drive your big toe into the towel. So you're almost like scrunching your foot up. You'll feel a more intense stretch through your calf. There's a reason we did it this way around. When you feel like, because this is a balance challenge as well. If you want to come to a wall, please feel free. What I will say is, if you can challenge your balance in this position, you'll get extra good results. So, keeping that big toe squeezing. If you lose it, or again, if you get cramp, come out of it. If you lose it, just go back into it. We're going to switch sides. We're just going to do 1 on each side and then switch. So forward, 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 forward. This should feel quite intense into your toe. Oh, hello. And then come back, squeeze, put that weight forward, squeeze those toes down as much as you can, as much as you can, as much as you can. If you get cramp, come out of it, but go back into it. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And let it go. 1 more on this side. And you can do this. I would say if you're squeezing as hard as you can, don't do this more than twice a day. Probably don't do it more than once a day to start with. So, forward, forward, forward. Forward, 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 and then come back, squeeze those toes, squeeze, 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 a bit more, bit more. You should find as you do this more, this becomes more tolerable. If, for my hypermobile ladies, if your knee goes backwards, just try and keep a soft bend. Most people will find that they have a soft bend anyway because they're trying to mitigate the disgustingness of this stretch. But for my hypermobile ladies, if your knee does have a tendency to bend slightly backwards, like my elbows do, just try and keep a soft bend so that you can keep that weight into the muscle. Other side. Woo. And try, when you're doing this, I want you to feel the stretch in your toes. So you can cheat in all of these stretches. And you can just send the weight forward and you can be like, oh, I don't feel it. Just send the weight forward more. He wants me to throw the ball for him. And now heel down, squeeze those toes as much as you can. Back down into that towel. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Squeeze, squeeze. Again, my heel is light. I'm not punching my heel down into the ground. This is about getting a nice toe squeeze with a lengthened calf. Then let that go. Bring your towel, lay it out nice and flat. This might be a problem. Okay. And yes, my towel is Flynn's towel. Well, it's the boys' towel. Right, so now, I'll just move back just a smidge. My head feels like it's disappearing. Right, so here, we're going to stand so our toes are just on the edge of your towel. And this is a game where we're going to try and scrunch the towel so that we bring it forward. This is a microfiber towel, so it's actually stuck to the floor. plus this floor being temporary, well, not temporary, but it's the base of the floor, is a bit, you know, ply, it's a bit sticky. It's not sticky, but you know what I mean. So you're just going to keep pulling those toes towards you, pulling these toes towards you. You can do this with a bit of kitchen roll. You can do it with a flannel. You can do it with a towel. Whatever the thing is, we're just going to keep pulling that toe back towards you, back towards you, back towards you, back towards you. Keep going for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and let that go. Hold that up. We don't need the towel anymore. We're going to start to train our toes. So, standing on the floor. You don't need a mat for this. Hey, babe. You're going to plant your weight through your feet. What I want you to think about is feeling 3 points of contact. And those points want to be, so imagine this is my foot, here, here, and here. So it wants to be in your heel, it wants to be underneath your big toe, so at the base of your big toe, and it wants to be at the base of your little toe. I'm going to have to move, because, right, okay, so from here, with those points of contact in mind, this is not easy. So a lot of this, you won't necessarily see it. I want you to do more about thinking about this movement. We want to lift up through the big toe. So think about lifting your big toe up off the ground on its own. Mine aren't moving because I'm not great at this exercise, but try not to drive through your other toes, but just lift to your big toe. Lift it higher, lift it higher, lift it higher, and then let it go. Now, we're going to try and lift our second toe. So you can put more weight into your big toe, and we're going to try and lift through just the second toe. This is just all of the concentration in the whole world. Then we're going to try and lift through the third toe. It's just a fun game. Then you're going to let that go. Then we're going to try and lift through the, what would be your ring finger if it was a toe. Or if you're going to put a toe ring on, you'll probably put it on this toe. The second one from the end. So just try and lift that one up. Let that go. Shake it out a little bit. And now try and lift just your little toe. Just your little toe. And then let that go. Oh, take some movement into your ankles. Okay. Now, this is an exercise that you can do at any point. So you can do this at home. You can do this in the gym. I'm going to come to a wall, find a step or an elevated surface, and we're going to do 10 calf raises. So you're going to send your heel down, lift it up, down, lift it up, down, lift it up. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold at the top and be a ballet dancer. So send it up as high as you can, as high as you can, as high as you can, and then let it drop as low as you can. And hold. This leg, you can hold it. I don't want it to be on the floor. Then we're going to swap. Other side. Try and come as low as you can in this move. So sending the heel down as far as you can, and then come up as high as you can. For 2, for 3, for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold at the top. See if you can make yourself as tall as possible. I can't go any higher. Good job, I'm not very tall. And then send that heel down as much as you can. Send it down, send it down, send it down. Oh, shake it out. This is a stretch that you can do at any time. Most people find it most beneficial to do it first thing in the morning. You're just going to grab your toes. Can you just do a sit for me over there, darling? Oh, that'll do. That's fine. Grab your toes, grab your heel, and then just pull your toe, big toe, towards your face. Towards your face. You might feel it in your hip as well. It's a weird stretch. Let that go. Same on the other side. Pull your toe to your face, heel down, and then see if you can separate your hands. So you're almost thinking about pulling your hands away from one another. And let it go. One more. Again, you can do this one as many times as you want if you feel relief in this moment. Very nice. The last exercise I'm going to give you is for all my runners, and it is to strengthen the front part of your shin. Nope. Completely gone. Completely gone. Never mind. Doesn't matter. The only thing that's sprung to mind now is frontal shinius, which was a joke that someone said to me the other day. And that's all I've got in my head now. Right, so we are going to drive our heels down into the ground. The closer you have your feet to the wall, the easier this is. And by easy, what I mean is it's disgusting anyway, but it's really good for you. So if you've got real excessive pain into the heels, we're going to come to just a little tiny bit away from the wall. If you can tolerate it, we're going to go a little bit further, and we're just literally going to lift our toes to the sky. Tib raises. So keep it going, keep it going, keep it going. If we're strengthening the back part of the leg, we're also going to strengthen the front part.